guy couldn't think of another way to save this fox except to throw a rope down to it. Apparently, this is the Einstein of foxes. This couple saw a koala in the middle of the road whose house had been completely destroyed by fire. They decided to take her with them on a once-in-a-lifetime ride to a place that would become her new home.
Genau, Melissa hat ihn getötet. Der macht das schon ganz alleine.
Und dann haben wir den abgesetzt.
A sick puppy begged for help from every person that walked by, but everyone pushed her away because of how she looked. Everyone except this guy. He knew that this good girl could be cured and that she was worth it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, okay, she's doing it.
When this woman rushed to the aid of a kangaroo, she didn't fully understand what an incredible thing she was doing. A 7-month-old baby was fighting for its life in the mother's pouch, and now it'll have a new mother. We have no idea how this goat ended up on the power lines, but one thing's for certain. Its life was entirely in these people's hands. They tried to get the animal down, but failed and went straight to Plan B. So, you're old enough to have kids, but when it comes to your house, you immediately call mommy for help. Well, the ducks aren't different from humans. A goose without a beak can't eat even if the food is right in front of it. But this poor thing is lucky to be the first goose in history to have a 3D printed beak. This little dolphin wasn't strong enough to fight the waves, but then this man gave it a helping hand. Believe it or not, this moose approached humans on its own to ask for some water, and he was in luck. This little fox was in serious trouble and made the bravest decision of its life. It took to the road hoping that humans would help, and it worked. Watch as this man saves a baby bird from thirst. Moments like this make my heart melt. Imagine that you're a huge cobra and you come to a man for a drink and he gives you a shower. Some people are idiots. The island where a giraffe named Asiwa had lived all her life was rapidly sinking into water teeming with crocodiles. The best solution was to escort the animal to a safe place on a raft. The Ruko Reserve Team had been planning this rescue operation for several months, and it worked. If you think cancer's just a human thing, check out this 22-year-old great pied hornbill named SHRE. A small crack in his beak eventually led to the whole thing being removed. Doctors managed to make a prosthesis, and it was such a good fit that the bird even dyed it yellow with a special pigment from his tail. Everyone had assumed that this dog was just pregnant, but it turned out that almost 10 liters of fluid had accumulated inside it. Fortunately, one person actually noticed and was able to get the dog some help. Just look at how this crowd of strangers rallied together when a 10-meter whale suddenly washed ashore. Moments like this restore my faith in humanity. A run-in with a poacher cost this eagle its beak along with its ability to eat, but a consultation with some caring doctors gave the bird a new lease on life. This calf gets carried away by the current while trying to cross a river. He would have been doomed if not for this brave guy. A dog simply stops breathing while on a walk. His owner is certain that her pet is already gone, but this random passerby decides to try to resuscitate him.
Calm yourself down for her.
The Apparently, I need to sign up for a first aid course right away. This poor cat froze to the ice right next to a walking path, and only these two women answered her cries for help. She's gonna be just fine now. Look at how this woman is trying to return a lost baby koala to its mama. These are the moments that restore your faith in humanity. This woman isn't taking on these waves for fun. Her dog got swept into the water during a storm. It was only on the second attempt that the owner was able to reach him. This cat pays a high price for leaving the safety of its yard. It's awful to think about what could have come of it had this man not come to the rescue. A poor fox spent days trying to get out of an icy canal. Upon seeing some humans, it begs for its life. They try to help it climb out on its own, but end up having to save it with their own hands. A tiny baby dolphin accidentally swims into a dead end and throws itself ashore out of desperation. But thankfully, this woman notices. She decides to take it to the sea in hopes that it'll find its way home. Come on, little guy, swim to your mother and don't lose her again. This man is horrified because his dog is still inside the burning car. A policeman immediately begins searching for the dog, whose time is running out.
Oh my God! Where's it at? Come on, man! Hank!
But just getting it out of the car turned out to be even more difficult than they were expecting. You can always buy a new car, but you can never